What's going on, guys? This is Ryan with RK Outpost, and since its release on HBO Max back in March, it's been obvious that the demand for Zack Snyder's Justice League has been massive all around the world, including in places that do not yet have HBO Max, where agreements had to be made to get it on third-party streaming services, and it broke records all over the globe, in places like Australia, in places like Canada, in places like the UK, where it is still dominating the charts. Zack Snyder's Justice League was definitely in high demand, but now we're seeing that from China, and the numbers out of China are astronomically ridiculous. And in fact, in China, Zack Snyder's Justice League has surpassed Avengers Endgame as the most watched movie in China. That is insane type of numbers. Now, when we look at these numbers, it's going to be important to note how they come to this, but these are the reported numbers. These are real. It's not just somebody making it up, and that is insane. The Snyder Cut gets 330 million views in China in 7 days. Now, this is on Migu Video, which is, again, a kind of third-party streaming service, but it is a legitimate streaming service in China. My understanding of how they track these views is every time you would, like, if you exit out and come back in, or if you even pause it and then press play again, I do believe that counts as a view, from what I've been reading, from what I've been seeing. Either way, when it's compared to Avengers Endgame, the fact that the Snyder Cut is getting this much more traction than Avengers Endgame, you know, the biggest superhero movie of all time, that is pretty big. And this is actually a follow-up to this initial one where it was realized that it did pass Avengers Endgame. The Snyder Cut crosses 250 million views in China. Migu Video is a Chinese streaming platform. It's one of the country's biggest and most popular. The Snyder Cut was made available on Migu Video just 5 days ago, and it's already beaten Avengers Endgame numbers on the platform. That is utterly insane and goes to show how big the appetite for Zack Snyder's Justice League was over in China. And it's funny because the Chinese market is strange. One, people will change their movies just to get it released in China. They will censor things. They will do all of this stuff just to get it released in China. We see Marvel do that type of thing all the time. We see Disney do it with Star Wars. And the Chinese audience is kind of unpredictable. You make things like Disney did just for China, like Mulan, and it absolutely bombs. It tanks. You try to have Star Wars appeal to a wider Chinese audience, and it doesn't work. No one goes to see Disney Star Wars in China. They despise it. Now, Marvel traditionally has done fairly well, but the reception to the Snyder Cut, to Zack Snyder's Justice League in China with these numbers, is something we have never seen before. Imagine if the theaters had actually been open. Imagine if they had put it out in theaters. That might be one of the reasons there's such a big discrepancy between Zack Snyder's Justice League and Avengers Endgame, because a lot of people were able to go see Avengers Endgame in theaters. Not so with Zack Snyder's Justice League, so streaming it was the only way they could see it. Either way, the idea that this movie that has only come out about a week ago is at 330 million views in China. It's already made about 100 million views past Avengers Endgame that's been out for years. That is a mind-blowing number and really tells you that it's more than just about the American populace's demand for this movie and for the Snyderverse as a whole. When you look at the UK, when you look at Canada, when you look at places like Australia and New Zealand where it was breaking records, when you look at Brazil, the global demand for this is, especially in the case of China, literally off the scale. Yet people at Warner Brothers continue to resist, but these numbers can only do more to convince people to restore the Snyderverse and continue on with these stories. Let me know your thoughts about all this in the comments below. What do you think about the massive numbers in China for Zack Snyder's Justice League? Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later. Thanks for watching, everyone, and a huge shout out to my patrons. I appreciate you guys so much. Want to follow me on Twitter or Instagram? Check out the description below. You'll find links to my P.O. box and my Patreon as well. And I'll talk to you guys later.